two, one, two, three. You're eating 10,000 calories a day, but at a deployed location, you're burning that energy as well. So you're always doing stuff. And so I only ate 2 a day just because of everything that we were doing, but that's a lot of calories. And you would do a lot of trading for different things because like you added water to your fruit because it was dehydrated. People always wanted the spaghetti, and they always added the hot sauce in there, or the peanut butter and jelly crackers because you had peanut butter and jelly as a meal as well. But you also had pound cake that was like a rock and stuff, so a lot of different things, but it was interesting. And they had a lot of different, you have to do a lot of flavoring with it. So I would always take a little bottle of seasoning to add to it, so that way it helped taste a lot better.
Is it New cracker?
I don't. Yeah, it's literally just cheese spread. So cheese spread is valuable, right? It has a whole lot of salt, which you need. You'll pass out from low blood sugar. You'll stop sweating, right? You need salt. So these were currencies in basic training actually, because they were delicious. They actually had flavored stuff. When I was in AIT, I graduated the day before my father's birthday. And my father sometimes missed his time in. You'll hear that a lot. You miss the time in, but you don't miss the circus. You miss the class. I don't miss all the dumb stuff I had to do, like wake up at 5:30 every day to go report in at 06 and then go back to bed. I miss my friends. But yes, you can have this. And it's all you. They make 3 different kinds. My favorite is either the jalapeno cheese spread or the cheese spread with bacon bits. That stuff was delicious.
I started working at Wright Pat in 1982, and at the Development Planning Center in ASD XR. And basically my job was to do development planning, basically to see how we can develop future Air Force weapon systems about 20 years out. I did that for about 3 years. Then I was transferred over to the Intel world. I became an Intel officer, Intel analyst, and did that a couple of years at Wright Pat. And interestingly enough, it was looking at foreign future weapon systems. Previously, I was looking at U.S. and then ended up looking at foreign aircraft systems and space systems afterwards, looking at how the foreign systems were going to develop over 20 years. And then I transferred from active duty to becoming a civilian and doing the exact same job, being an intel analyst, looking at future systems. And did that for about 28 years straight. So my entire career was looking at future forecasts, looking at future development systems for foreign weapons. And very interesting work. Got to travel overseas several times. Related to that function there. Obviously the work was classified, so can't get into details. But I got to see some of my future predictions, me and my colleagues see our future predictions come true. So I feel validated. We did a pretty good job forecasting, being analysts. So, and afterwards I got to retire at a young age of 56 and got to enjoy reminiscing and looking back on what I consider a fulfilling career. So I'm glad to talk about it to these young folks here at Stivers and hopefully inspire them to do whatever career choices they pursue. The general idea is to get a job that you enjoy and be good at it. So, and they ask very interesting, good questions too. I enjoy the program.
You had to be 21. Yeah. So I said, I don't know. They wouldn't let me be a police officer. I don't know if it was because of my height, because they had a height limit back then too. They had a height limit, they had a weight limit, and believe it or not, if you're too little, as far as thin, they try to get you a little fatter or chunkier. Yeah. But now it's all changed. It's all changed. From the hair to the height and the weight. And I end up, like I took art here. And then when I went over to Patterson, I have a twin. We did the first year here, the 9th grade here, then the last 3 years was at Patterson Co-op. And so after that,
Also in the Air Force?
no, she didn't go in the Air Force. I have a sister that went into the Army, and she retired from the Army. And she went to Stivers. I mean, she didn't go to Stivers, she went to Patterson. So Stivers, when we came to Stivers, they had just opened Stivers up for us. Because that was around the time they started doing busing. So we ended up going to Patterson. Patterson was awesome because here we had to pick 4 different specialties. And I picked art, dental hygienist, I didn't know the office, auto body, and then art was my specialty because I did all that as a hobby. But now I see nowadays I want to be a graphic artist. I got a degree in electronic graphics, but I want to do special effects. It's pretty neat.
What do you think you learned from being a vet, like serving, like how do you...
Like, what did you carry on from the service into the
Well, I got to high school after I got out of the service. I finished high school. I was in high school.
I'm sorry. Were you drafted or were you like? Are you
Volunteer.
Volunteers? It was after for a hopper. Was it after for a hopper? For a hopper.
Was it after?
Due to his age. He was 18 when he enlisted. So that was about a year after that.
That was down here.
In the 50s, mainly 54, it's 54 and 55. I was drafted into the Army. They were still drafting to go into the service. So if you could sign up for 4 years, you could join. you drafted, you had 2 years. I'm sure they could extend it a year or two, but when I went in, they were finish fighting the end of the war. We had troops there for a number of years. We still do have.
I would say, for me, I was in school here at Wright State, so I did ROTC. I'm not studying. Got a few better grades. It kind of makes a difference. In fact, I had a hard time studying. And I was there for almost 2 years. And then I decided to re-enlist, and thinking I would stay there, but the military has their own ways. And after I re-enlisted, I got sent to Chanute Air Force Base in Illinois as an instructor at their fire school. So then I have a picture.
You guys know that South Korea and North Korea are 2 different. And the 38th Railroad runs about right there.
What they did is they selected the amount of units throughout the United States. I'll tell you how tough this was. My class started with 215, only 105 was graduated. I had never seen strong, big men break Memphis. That's what they wanted to do to you. They wanted to see the limits of your endurance and your abilities, putting you under pressure, putting you in situations that so that was very important to graduate. As a matter of fact, when I graduated at the Ranger tab, and the guy stopped me and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Oh, Ranger!" I was just mad.
But thank you so much. We do this every year around the 14th, so please, next year, I'll send out invites. And then before you go, we have a gift for you also.
We cannot say thanks enough to Bridget. Last year we were able to say thank you by giving her a coin and everything. The stuff that you do, they'll also say our stories and everything. We just thank you very, very much. So thank you. And the staff members that helped us out.